Hello, it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the video. And welcome to American Adventure Family Park, created by Tom Dave Poynton. Now, this was a request that came from my Discord channel, which I will leave a link for down below if anybody wishes to join me. But I need to start out this video with some sad news. Are you all ready? This week is going to be the final week of content I'm going to be creating this year. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be taking a couple of weeks off over Christmas and New Year's and then returning in early January for spotlights. But anyway, let's look at this park on the workshop, shall we? So it says a large American themed park featuring 4 themed areas, 5 custom coasters, including a fully enclosed spooky coaster. So without further ado, let's hop into this park, shall we? Right, so here we are at the park entrance. As soon as we come into the park, I like what you've done with this car park here. Really nice, good looking car park. I like the use of foliage and the planters just at the side. I can see as well that you've used differing trees and also rotated them all as well, which is a great touch. And I love these lights that you've put up here on these structures. That's a really cool effect. Very nicely done. Really adds to the car park as well. You've just got a block of toilets there with a staff room and an ATM just before you enter the park. Yeah, this car park's great. Really nice looking realistic car park as well. Yeah, I do like that a lot. And then over here we have got this little backstage area. Somebody's kicked the cone over. How rude. So we've got Adventure HQ, so this must be where the staff facilities are, staff training, HR, things like that. That's a really nice effect. You've got the bins just down here, and then this little backstage warehouse just over here. Is there anything through there? Ooh, I don't feel like I should be going in there. Hang on, let's go back out. There we go. Now there. Right, so let's walk around to the park entrance. We've just got the Ghostbusters car just sat there, just randomly, just because why not? Love it. Right, so let's walk around to the entrance, shall we? I like the fact that you've got this train here. Now, this park has one of the best train bridges I think I've ever seen. It's amazing. Nice little entrance building, nothing too flashy and fancy. Just simple and effective. So let's hop through into the park, shall we? So we come through here, and what a great sight line through here. I love the train feel of it as well. That railway feel. I think it looks ace. Now I know that Tom Dave Poynton does have his own YouTube channel that does focus on railways and trains and things like that. So obviously he is a big train nut. And I think it shows in this park as well. The train does seem to be one of the main focal points of the park, which is really nice actually. It's quite original to see so much effort gone into the train line, and it really adds to it as well. I mean, just as we walk down this main entrance, look at that. It's so simple, so effective, but it's one of the coolest things I have ever seen. It just looks absolutely ace. Now, are we going to be lucky and see a train come over the top? Whereabouts is the train? Where are you, train? Oh, it's miles away. Come on. There we go. We're going to speed you up. Come on, come with me. Right, stop there. Right, here we go. We've timed this beautifully. Here we go. Look at this. Right. So. Come on, train. Just how cool is that? That is absolutely awesome. Simple, effective. I don't know why that blows me away so much. I just love it. I do like trains, I must admit. I was a little bit of a train nut when I was a kid. Thomas the Tank Engine. Don't even get me started on the new Thomas the Tank Engine. That the new theme song, it's honestly, it's sacrilege. It really is. The old theme tune that is the proper Thomas theme. The new one, like the Thomas and Friends, is oh, it should just be thrown in the bin. I'm telling you. I love what you've done here. Just this little secluded area, this little seating area with the Miss Ellie's bar there as well. That looks great as well, and I love how you've hidden it as well. So the path actually goes through the hotel as well, and that's a really cool little trick that you've done there. We've just got a sweet shop over there that I've missed. Is there anything in there? Let's just have a quick look. So, not too much going on in here. Oh, there's a ride exit there. Okay. So, right, I've got a feeling I know what that ride exit is for. There's more seating up here as well. So we've just got more seating up there as well for the hotel. Right, so let's walk around, shall we? So we're going to save that dark ride till the end. And what we're going to do is we are going to walk left. Smile for the sausage. So sig works. What? Okay. So little bit, maybe just bland, just a little bit here, maybe just a little bit more in the sense of shrubbery or foliage or something like that. I can see that you've used the paint tool. I can see that you've done that, but maybe just use it just around the paths just a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more faded. Of course, I don't know what paint tools you've actually got in this map. Let's just have a look, shall we? So we've got the rock there. Ah, right. So we've got the dry grass here. So that's like kind of that was a terrible example to do. Apologies. Right, let's just drop that to 4 meters. Like maybe like if you just kind of like just go down the edges here, kind of thing, just to make it look like where the path has started decaying and making the grass all die and things like that. It really does make a difference. And then because you've got the leaves as well, maybe just put the leaves underneath every single tree as well. Maybe just increase that, say about 5 meters. So like so underneath every single tree, just put leaves underneath, and even like these wide open areas here, it can make it start looking more alive, more vibrant, more realistic. So like this little bit that you've just got here just randomly, like even if you were to just, I mean you're on 65% on a PS4, so you've still got a little bit more room to play with. Maybe if you were to even just chuck in like just one little bush or something like that, just to hide that little bit of path there as well. I mean, I know the guests do walk through it, or maybe if you didn't want to do that, maybe just pop a small tree in or something like that. So you could put that tree in there, and then just go around with some leaves as well. And it just breaks up that one little area as well, and just makes it look not quite so monotone. Now let's hide that horrible hood, because we all hate that horrible hood. So what have we got down here? So we have tornado. That's the only thing. I shouldn't put a tree there. I've now hidden the sign. I now can't see what it says. That was really clever, Matty. Let's delete the tree again. There you go. Tornado twist. I can see it now. So what have we got in here? So we've just got a flat ride inside there. I like how it's built into this building. It's almost like a dark ride, flat ride. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So we come out of here. So we've just got the vending machines just here, the claw machines. We've got Burnett Canyon. I like your naming here, I must admit. Let's just have a quick zoom out a second, shall we? So we'll go up this way first and then come back on ourselves. So let's just carry on walking up this way, shall we? I like your building structures. Not all perfectly straight, which is good. We've got the Wright Brothers flying machine, so another flat ride just inside here. This got the mine train going around it as well. Always a nice touch. Just once again, just with the terrain paint just around here, I do believe it would make a huge difference just to use the terrain paint around here. So if you were to say use the dry grass just around these pillars here, because these pillars are going to be making all the grass all die. It's just man-made structures that are ruining nature, so to speak. And let's just drop that down to say 4% around there. And once again, it just breaks up that monotone It really does. It just doesn't look quite so green. And what I would do as well is probably just go around the entire ride as well. Just all the way around here. And them big green areas that you've got, it'll really break it up as well. And make it not look so monotone and so saturated in one specific colour. So just like that, just a little tiny bit of work like that, and it just really brings it to life, makes it look like that ever so much more natural. But right, let's carry on. I do like that flat ride there, great positioning. I mean, with the exception of the paint tool, the actual foliage work is really good, you know. I can see that you've twisted it all as well. It's all rotated, differing heights as well. So always nice to see that. So we have Sam's Town. Who's Sam? Alright, let's walk down here. I don't know who Sam is because your name's Dave. Or Tom Dave. So I've just got a little fountain here. Yet again another flat ride. Got a coffee shop. And again another flat ride, Patriot Spin and Freedom Flyer. And we come up here and this looks like a ride exit, so I believe the entrance is just around here. I'm not going to keep going on about the terrain paint. It's just kind of like just around the whole park, to be honest. You can see there like kind of how you're missing the terrain paint, but I won't keep going on about it. I've said what I wanted to say. I don't want to keep on at it because I do like this park for a minute. I think it's really cool. Some really nice aspects in this park. I like how you've just hidden the staff room just underneath that ride exit. That's a clever little touch. Right, so we've got the Firebird. So let's walk down this queue path, shall we? We'll push past all these peasants. Move out my way. Thank you very much. So we've got a nice, simple and effective station using differing colours. That's a nice little station. Simple, effective, does the job. Right, so let's have a look at Firebird. So we're not green across the board. G-forces maybe slightly high. Just try and keep them under 6 where possible. We've got 7 inversions, 2 airtime counts. So without further ado, let's go for a ride on this. Enjoy, everyone. So there we have Firebird. Really nice coaster. Very nice. Nice to see one of these coasters in a park as well. It is one of the rarer ones. I must admit I'm not a huge fan of them myself. I don't believe it would be something I would put in one of my parks. I don't think they visually look very nice, to be honest, but when done well, they are fantastic. This one is really good. I really liked it. The only thing I would potentially say is I believe your G-forces would be coming from here. Now, that is an extremely steep drop there, with then it leveling out extremely quickly. I think it could have been done with leveling out just a little bit smoother, not quite so rapid as it comes down, because I believe that's where all of the G-forces would have been coming from. Because the rest of the ride was absolutely fantastic, really smooth, great inversions all the way around, kept up a really nice speed all the way around the coaster. It was literally just that opening sector there that I do believe would need adjusting just so ever so slightly. And strangely enough, one of my favourite things of that ride was the end. As it comes down here, I just really liked this sightline. As we come round here and you can just see over the flat rides round here. I don't know why, but I just thought that was a really nice sightline. So yeah, great job with that coaster, really nicely done. Like I say, a nice station, nice coaster, love to see it. So we come out the exit, we can just watch the train go past us as we come out. And let's walk down here, shall we? So we'll come around here and maybe just a little bit more in the sense of safety just around here, because this is extremely close to a ride, so maybe just some don't die fencing or some fencing of some description just around here, because that is extremely close for the guests to be walking next to a coaster. Let's carry on walking up here, shall we? So I believe this just takes us to the train. Yes, it does. So let's turn back around and come down here. Right. Oh, I like how the mine train just went over the top of us just as we came through. It was good timing. So what have we got here? So we've got Blue John Mine. So is this actually the mine train coaster we are going on now? Not 100%, I believe it is. We're not queuing up with all them. Move out the way. It is the mine train indeed. So once again, nice simple station, nothing too flashy and fancy. So let's have a look at this. So Blue John Mine Train. Not green across the board once again. G-force is really nice though. Max speed of 41. 2 airtime counts. So let's go for a ride on this, shall we? So there we have the Blue John Mine. Really nice mine train. Great layout. Really was. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Some really good theming around it as well. I like the interaction with itself and the river rapids that you've got going around, which we'll have a look on next. Yeah, really great job with that. There was one little tiny bit that just needed smoothing, I feel. I think it was just where we've just watched it go around, actually. Just this one little section here maybe did just require just a little bit of smoothing. Other than that, really nice job. I would say just here And there was maybe just a couple of occasions, just as it went around the ride, you've just greeted with this just green everywhere. So either paint tool or maybe just use some rocks as well. It just needs a little bit more in the sense of theming. Not necessarily buildings or set pieces or anything like that. Maybe just even rocks, shrubbery, foliage, paint tool, just things like that, just to break up that green just a little bit, just as it comes over there. Because there was one or two little moments on the ride that just had this just greenery and nothing to look at, whereas the rest of the ride was just so amazingly themed, it just did detract from them really good bits, if that makes sense. But yeah, I love that. You are only on 65%, so I believe that would still give you a couple more percentage to play with on a PS4, so maybe some of these issues you are going to be able to come back and just address some of these issues. I'd love to see what you would do to this park if you were to get a PS5. I really would. I don't think you would need to add many more rides. I'm not going to lie, I think it would just literally just be continue the theming and decorating and just take it to a PS5 limit with just them. I think that would be amazing. But anyway, we've come out to the exit for the mine train and we have the Bluey River Rapids. I like the name, Bluey River. Love it. So let's have a walk up this queue path, shall we? Now, with this being a river rapids and just to the time constraints of the video, we're not going to go for a ride, so we're going to go for one of our magical imaginary rides. So here we go. Let's enjoy, shall we? So, come on, slowpokes. Aha, we're winning. So let's go up here. Plus, we can actually stop and have a look around as well, if we do it this way. I love this little wheel that you've got here. That is cool. Some nice decoration there. And as I said, like, just the interaction with the mine train is awesome. How you go underneath it here. Got the crane there as well, with water spitting out of it. I like that. That's a great touch. Oh, this is cool. So Amity lumber. Oh, that's really cool. That's ace. If you were to get a PS5 and to revisit this park, I would actually like to see more in the sense of trains. Really lean into that train feel of the park. Maybe have like kind of the more train lines going around. Maybe not necessarily the actual train ride as such, but the custom one that you can do like with the train pieces, and maybe like really lean into this train railway feel kind of thing. I'd like to see that. I think that would be a really cool aspect for this park. Boat repairs. Oh, nice. Oh, that's ace. Oh, I like this as well. You're going to get soaked on this rapids. You're going to get so wet. I love how it comes past the exit of the mine train as well. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, really nice river rapids there. Great job. So we'll hop out the exit. Got this riverboat right in front of us. Got a whirly rig, so Tommy CM is happy. Tommy CM loves his whirly rigs, it's his favourite ride in the park. That and the cow mascot, his two favourite things in the game. So, right, so we come back down here and... oh, nice. Oh, so, such a good ride to theme. So, Wild Whip. This is the best ride in the game to theme. You can just do anything with it. Absolutely anything. Yeah, really nicely done. I like that. It even gives a nice sight line as well off this ride. I don't think I've ever said that regarding one of these rides before. Gives a great sight line. So, there you go. Right, so zoom out time. So, I believe we have covered this side of the park, have we not? I think so. Maybe let's just have a look at a little bit more detail just around here. No, we did all that. No, done it all. Cool. Right, so let's hop over the other side of the park, shall we? And walk around here. I like that you've just got this haunted house just on the right here. It just really seems to clash with the area, but at the same time it works. If that makes sense. It's a bit strange, but it works. So I'm going with it. It's fine. Haunted Hill. Ooh. Anyone who's seen The House on Haunted Hill, one of the best Netflix shows ever. Oh, it's just, honestly, even if you don't like horror, I mean, Chrissy doesn't like horror, and she watched that with me, and she absolutely loved it. It's just one of the best things on Netflix. But anyway, getting sidetracked. So we've got two different queue paths, so let's go on this one first, shall we? So we have the Motika launch coaster. Ooh. Okay, let's have a walk down here, shall we? Oh, we're not walking all the way down there, forget that. Right, here we go. Right, so let's have a look at this, shall we? So we've got Motika, green across the board, very nice. G-forces are very high, 7.52. You're most likely going to be killing your guests here. 4 seconds of airtime, wow. So let's go for a ride on this. Enjoy, everyone. So, there we go. I have to be honest, I believe that was the weakest ride of the park so far. I do apologise. I think that requires maybe quite a bit of work, to be honest. It needs a lot of smoothing as it goes around. I can see what it was that you were going for. I like the big layout and the footprint that it takes, and the fact that you put this launch coaster into your park. It's one of the main attractions of the park, but it requires smoothing a lot all the way around. Maybe that might bring the G-forces down to an acceptable level, but it did feel quite janky as it went around. It also lost a lot of its momentum as well as it went around. It seemed to have one bit where it just seemed to go a little bit slowly. Then it did pick back up again. I like that bit, how it goes over the top of the loop there. That's cool. It'd be cool if you'd managed to get it timed, so one goes over the top as one goes through the loop. But yeah, I can see what it was that you were going for, and I think with some work that would be salvageable. But yeah, unfortunately that was my least favourite ride of the park so far. But yeah, I don't like saying stuff like that, but again, there's no point in not being honest. So right, now I've finished being moany, let's hop out the exit, shall we? Alright, what have we got? We need to zoom back out again. I need to just get my bearings quickly. I think what we'll do is we'll save the dark ride till last, like we said we would. So we've got a train line just down there. What have we got down here? Is this just a flat ride? So we've got a fire station with a coffee shop in it. That's a nice touch. We've got a pizza pen. Oh, that's cool. I like that. We've got a flat ride just round here. Grease lightning. Go grease lightning. And if we just kind of follow this path around, I believe this just takes us up to the last coaster. It's just one big loop. So we'll just come back to the exit of there, carry on walking up as we were. So we've got a drop tower there. Gulpy just there. So full throttle tower. I like the colouring on it. That is cool. This train line just goes around the entire park. I love it. Right, so we have supercharged. Or is that 8V supercharged? I don't know, I'll have a look at the ride in a second and work out exactly what it's supposed to be. So we've got a pip shot there as well. So, without further ado, let's walk down the queue line for this, shall we? Right. Oh, this is a cool station. I like this. That's very nice. We'll have a look at this at night in a second as well. So V8 supercharged. Oh my. Thing is, I like cars as well. How did I not get that as well? V8 supercharged. Whatever. Crack on. So green across the board. G-force is really nice. Max speed of 83 miles an hour. No inversions. 7 airtime comps. 5 seconds of airtime. Wow. Looking forward to go on this. So let's go on this. Enjoy, everyone. So, there we go. I really like that. I'm just having a quick look at this at night. I love this effect that you've got going on here. Just as you enter the station with the lights flashing. I mean, whilst we're here, we may as well just have a quick look at the park at a night point of view, aren't we? Save swapping it back to day and then going back to night again just as we go down. Some nice lighting in this park. Yeah, really nice lighting. Yeah, that looks ace. Right, so thoughts on the ride itself. So, really good coaster. The difference between that coaster and the last one that we went on was massive. It was like they were designed by two different people. That one was really good. It did require maybe just a little bit of smoothing in just the odd one or two places, but not the extreme of the last one. A really great coaster and a really nice final coaster to actually go on for the final coaster of the park. Now, I believe all we have got left is the dark ride. So what we'll do is we'll swap that back to day a second. And let's go to this dark ride, shall we? And let's just have a quick look at things on our way back just to make sure that we haven't missed anything. Now, I don't believe that we have. I think we've looked at pretty much everything in this park now. What's that sign say? Well, welcome to Motor City. I missed that sign. So it's got toilets and an ATM there. I believe that's a copy and paste from the car park. So we have Poltergeist. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Now this is a hell of a queue line. I remember looking at this before. Oh, that's cool. I like that theming there. Now, do we think this queue line is supposed to be done at night? A little part of me thinks with it being a dark ride, yes. So, what we'll do is we'll swap it back to night again. And let's walk down the queue path at night, shall we? Because I've just got a feeling this is the way it's supposed to be done. So. Right. Oh, cool. Alright, so we go underground here. Oh, this is very claustrophobic. Oh dear. Nailed it. I hope you're not afraid of the dark. Or claustrophobic for that matter. Oh, what a nice station as well. Oh, this is the best station that you've done in the park. And you've got lights triggering. Is that when the ride is actually coming back in, is it? Or is it when it sets off? Might be when it sets off. Let's just watch this one set off, because I saw lights all triggering. Oh, cool. Oh, I like that. And I didn't realise it was one of these rides, so you've hidden that so well. So, we have Poltergeist. So, not green across the board, I don't care. G-forces, good limits, again, don't care, I just want to go for a ride. So it turns out it's another coaster. So, yeah, enjoy the final coaster. I'm not joking this time. Final coaster of the park, enjoy. I am so glad we saved that till last. Talk about saving the best till last. That was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. What a dark ride you've created there. Even just this one last bit here, just as it comes past the exit queue. Now this is what we were looking at earlier on, is it not? Yes, it is. So, it's still at night time. We'll just keep it at night time, it'll be fine for a second. The fact that you've done that entire coaster in this one great big building here, that's amazing. I can't believe that you've done that. That is absolutely superb. And the highlight of the park as well. I'm really pleased that we didn't go on that first and walk around to the right, and instead we went left. Because, yeah, absolutely brilliant. The coaster felt a little bit janky, but I think that added to the experience more than anything. I mean, them rides are a little bit on the janky side anyway, so if anything, it just added to the experience for me and made it even better. Now, let's swap it back to daytime, just so we can give out some closing thoughts for this park, shall we? So, final thoughts. I mean, this is such a big park. And the fact that you've done this on a PlayStation 4 is mind-blowing. I can't believe the scale of the park that you have managed to create on a PS4. It's absolutely massive. So, I tip my hat off to you for that. Now, that being said, I think because of the size of the park that you've tried to create on a PS4 has meant that other parts have maybe been neglected somewhat. So maybe a little bit in the sense of theming in some places. I mean, you've got so many trees in this park, but as you can see, a lot of them are around the outside. Now, whilst you do have a lot of trees, obviously, of course, on the inside as well, there are certain parts of the park that could have really benefited from some rock work or bushes or trees or something like that. Paint tool especially. Not masses at all, but certainly could have maybe just done with a little bit more just to make it just that little bit more themed, that little bit more vibrant. The rides were absolutely fantastic, maybe with the exception of this one. I'm afraid I wasn't a huge fan of that one. I think that's the one that maybe requires the biggest attention. The others maybe just a little bit of smoothing just here and there, but besides that, they were all really nicely done. The train line, which we haven't really been able to look at properly. Shall we kind of like just go, as we're kind of like giving out closing thoughts, let's just kind of like follow the train around, shall we? Just so we can actually see the actual proper track. I can't even remember what I was saying now. I've kind of lost what I was saying. Yeah, I do really like this park, and it shows so much potential. It feels like the type of park that once you were to revisit it with a PS5, then it would really come into its own. It feels like it's on the borderline of greatness. It's a good park. It could be better, but with the added power of PS5, I think this has got the potential to be an incredible, up there with the best of them park. Just with a little bit of work, little bit more theming as you go around, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. I really have. It's a great little park. A little park, a great big park, should I say. And thank you ever so much for asking me to spotlight this for you. I'm honoured that you asked me. And yeah, if you would like your park to be spotlighted, then by all means get in touch. I will try and spotlight any park at all. I love this station. That's cool. Firebird Halt. That's a cool station. Yeah, I will spotlight any park. May not get around to it always straight away. I know that Tom asked me to do this a couple of months back now, and it's just taken me that long to get caught up. And like I said at the start of the video, I will be taking a break now for a couple of weeks over the Christmas period. So I will be back in January. But make sure to check out the final spotlight on Wednesday, and then on Friday I have my top 5 parks of the year, which I'm not going to lie, was not easy to pick 5. But hopefully I will see you at the premiere on Friday for that. But thank you ever so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Discord link will be down below for anyone that will be interested. Thank you ever so much. Stay safe, take care, look after yourselves. Goodbye, everybody.